going on, guys? Welcome to Clutch B-Ball. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. As you guys see, I'm on NBA 2K20 and I'm going to be rebuilding the New York Knicks, trying to make this as realistic as possible. At the end of the day, we ended up with the 8th overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft lottery. I hate how the media talks about it like we were projected to get a top 3 pick when we had over a 50% chance of getting the 8th overall pick at the end of the day, but I'm tired of seeing these reactions by the media and really getting bashed towards Knicks fans and the whole organization when at the end of the day we had an over 50% chance of getting the 8th overall pick. As we finished with a 21-61 record, I did not make any moves whatsoever. I wanted to make this as realistic as possible, so I simulated the 2019-20 season with the same roster. I'm going to be moving guys during the offseason. I'm going to be firing David Fizdale. I'm going to try to get the closest coach to Tom Thibodeau as I can, but it's really unknown to see what Tom Thibodeau is going to be because he is starting to get into more analytics to adjust to today's NBA. Definitely a defensive-minded coach. Really excited to see what he can do with guys like Mitchell Robinson, who was like unlimited defensive potential, Frank Ntilikina, R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox. We'll see if he ends up having a role moving forward. I hope Dennis Smith Jr. is gone. It's going to really suck. Most likely Damian Dotson will be gone, but with the 8th overall pick, I think most likely we're going to end up drafting like a Devin Vassell. I'm not a big fan of Cole Anthony. I think the fit's awful. I think he should have stayed another year at college. He's not a true playmaker. He's undersized, especially on the defense side of the basketball. Doesn't have a long wingspan or anything at all to really help him defensively, but he's not really good at recognizing when someone's open outside the perimeter. When penetrating, he's not really good at pitching and kicking. He's a good athlete. I would say the best thing that comes with his game is he's a difficult shot maker, but besides that, he's not efficient, not a true playmaker. He's undersized for sure. Just he plays undersized. It's different when you're undersized, but you don't play undersized. Like, he plays tough, but he just does not play a smart brand of basketball, to really sum it up for you guys, especially when you have a guy like R.J. Barrett on the team. But yes, we're going to try to be as realistic as possible. We're probably going to go after a guy like Christian Wood in free agency. We're going to be going after a Fred VanVleet because those are the guys they are interested in, like Davis Bertans. Just really get these shooters that can complement R.J. Barrett's game. As Giannis wins MVP, John Morant Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year Dennis Schroeder, Kawhi Leonard Defense Player of the Year, Most Improved Player Luka Doncic, Nick Nurse wins Coach of the Year. And these are the All-NBA first teams. You can pause these, look at these if you want. Here's a second team, here's a third team. All defensive first team right here. You have the all defensive second team. And I already see it. RJ Barrett always ends up being a part of the all rookie first team. But like, he's always so inefficient. Look at this. He's always so inefficient. The free throw percentage is always so bad, but the efficiency always goes up. He always puts up big time points, rebounds, always struggles in the assist department. But when it comes to steals and blocks, he's fine. But it all comes down to the efficiency with RJ Barrett in this basketball game and in real life when you think about it. But this was also just a very interesting 2019 NBA draft class, and I think there's going to be very solid players coming out of that draft class. Let's see who goes on to win the NBA Finals. I'm going to say it's going to be Bucks. Oh, wow. Bucks might lose in the first round, and they do. Never mind. So Toronto and Philly's going to be taking on each other. Let's see if Philly gets revenge. Of course, Philly's in a very interesting position. They literally have Elton Brand, who literally, like, he is a GM that literally works like he's playing for my league. He just gets a big name and he thinks they're going to fit together and that type of thing. We got Al Horford. He's going to work. No one's going to stop Joel Embiid now, and they end up losing. But Brett Brown didn't have the greatest of rotations, but it wasn't all of Brett Brown's fault at the end of the day. And the Raptors and Mavericks took on each other in the NBA Finals, and the Raptors go on to sweep them. And Pascal Siakam wins NBA Finals MVP, being very efficient from downtown and from the field, getting it done on both ends of the floor, averaging 26 points per game, which is absolutely insane. I love watching Pascal Siakam play. He really just improved so much, and Nick Nurse is probably one of the most impressive coaches in the NBA as he gives players roles and they really execute throughout their strengths. They just have such a well-polished basketball team for sure. As you see, we only won 21 games, and hopefully we end up getting a top pick, but we're gonna have to be realistic with this pick. What I want the Knicks to do realistically, take a guy like Devin Vassell, add who's a 3-D player, could shoot the ball from beyond the arc, needs to get stronger, but he's an underrated athlete. He's a solid handle, but he's definitely known for a 3-and-D guy that definitely fits today's NBA. We need to go for these singles and stop swinging for the fences. Just get a very solid player, and sometimes when you don't swing for the fence and you just end up getting that solid player, they end up being very good. It all comes down to that player's work ethic, because you could still improve no matter how many years you were at college. LeBron's still improving his three-point shot. Tim Duncan is one of the greatest power forwards, or you could say the greatest power forward of all time, and he played all 4 years at Wake Forest. You could always improve your game. It all comes down to how bad you want to be great. But it really depends with the draft class and the player and how bad they really want it. But most likely we're going to be realistic. Take a Tyrese Halliburton, take a Devin Vassell, and be as realistic as possible. I do want to come out of this draft with the point guard of the future, but I do want to be realistic. Like in real life, I want us to get our point guard. Maybe we could trade down, get a Kira Lewis Jr., trade back up, and get a guy like Sadiq Bey that can space the floor and get two very solid players, because I don't see there being an all-star after literally like the top 3 picks, or even like after the 4th or 5th pick, if you know what I mean. But we end up with the 2nd pick in the draft, which is a bummer, because we could probably draft a LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards and move Anthony Edwards to the 3 or RJ to the 3 and that type of thing. For sure, it should be interesting what the Timberwolves do with that 1st overall pick, as that's pretty realistic. They ended up getting the 1st overall pick in real life, but we're probably gonna have to end up getting a Devin Vassell. You guys may say it's a reach, but at the end of the day, that's the realistic option. Him, Tyrese Halliburton, maybe an Isaac Okoro. I think he's too raw offensively, though. I do not think he's there. So we're going to be heading over to the NBA draft. Trey Burke, out of all players, yes, they used him for literally the NBA draft combine. And you see Shane Larkin in the back. 2 Knicks. 2 former Knicks. But let's see who the Timberwolves end up taking with the 1st overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. And that's realistic as well, as the Bulls end up with the 4th pick in the draft. Pistons end up 3, but they did drop, I believe. But Anthony Edwards, beast out of Georgia, needs to really improve his shot selection, in my opinion, and his IQ of the game. But talk about a Bulldog, not afraid of the big moment, has defensive upside, has great athleticism. Is there a way we could trade down? Let's see here. What pick would we want to trade down to? I would say if we want to take Devin Vassell, let's try to trade down to 8. Let's trade with the Spurs here. Because I want to try to make this as realistic as possible for Knicks fans. Because like Knicks fans, we're just like, that's just how it is. We just try to be optimistic but realistic. I'm kidding. There's some Knicks fans out there that are just like, they're crazy. They just think we're getting everyone, when I'm one of those realistic Knicks fans out there. Here we go, Rudy Gay. Oh, we're not. What? I am not trading Mitch. You really? Oh, Julius Randle. That might. Yeah, I don't care who we get rid of Julius Randle for. I want Julius Randle gone, honestly. But we get a solid player, Patty Mills, 1 more year left on his contract. Most likely, probably not going to be our starting point guard. But, like, he's just going to be a good depth player. And we get the 8th overall pick. But this might be it right here. The 2nd round pick I really don't care about. But we could maybe get some good value out of, like, someone in the 2nd round. But I'm not really sure about that. Rudy Gay, but I kind of just want to get rid of Julius Randle, but I think we could get more out of Julius Randle than what they think here. But I'm just going to end up trading for the 8th overall pick and then getting Patty Mills, who's just a really solid player. And let's see who they end up taking. It would be such a Spurs pick if they take Denny. Wow, they take Tyrese Halliburton at 2. Wow. That's a really interesting pick. So we're going to simulate to the 8th pick, and let's look at like who everyone is drafting. All right, Timberwolves take Anthony Edwards. The Spurs take Tyrese Halliburton. The Pistons take LaMelo Ball. The Bulls take Deni Avdija, which could happen in real life. I think literally he's a perfect fit for any team. He's really polished. When it comes to almost everything, needs to get better. When it comes to consistency from beyond the arc and his ball handling ability. The Charlotte Hornets take James Wiseman. I can see happening. Suns take Obi Toppin. They still do not end up drafting a point guard. No Killian Hayes for them. Isaac Okoro goes to the Pacers. Wow. And the Knicks are up. So let's see who's available. See, don't be surprised if a guy, if Tom Thibodeau ends up drafting a Kongwu. Don't be surprised. And I'm really interested to see what Leon Rose could do, or what he's going to do moving forward. I think James Dolan is a bad owner, but I think he does get a rap as like an extremely bad owner. He's definitely not on the level of a Schneider. Schneider's just, he's blasphemous. He's absolutely awful. And if to give credit to Dolan, he does spend money to help this team. It just does not end up working. And there's certain things he's just lazy and he's just stupid. But I think he is overrated when it comes to like so bad. Like he's bad, but not that bad. So should we end up with our point guard of the future here, or take a Kongwu? Because if we're being realistic, Killian Hayes might be there. There's no reports that come out though that the Knicks like Killian Hayes. I heard they like Cole Anthony. I think it's only because of Greg Anthony, but do they really? Because lately they haven't really said much about Cole Anthony. Anika Kongwu might be the thing here. But you know what I'm going to do here? I might trade down and get Kira Lewis Jr., but realistically, like in the video game, he's not that high of an overall, I bet. Let's see. Is Kira Lewis Jr. even here? If he's not even like in the top picks here, most likely I'm not going to get him, yeah. But a Kongwu, just don't be surprised. He's a defensive-minded player. Solid mid-range shot in his arsenal. I want a spacer at the 4 position. But I wouldn't mind a Kongwu because he's a really polished defensive player, NBA-ready body, could block shots, high energy, good athletic player. But we have Mitch, we have that type of piece, and he's capable of playing the 4, but I would rather go with Devin Vassell here. That actually looks pretty solid. That looks like Devin Vassell. Actually does. But yes, we're not going to be getting our point guard of the future unless we end up getting a guy like Trey Jones later in the draft. But I want to take Killian Hayes here. But if the Knicks do have an opportunity to take Killian Hayes at 8, will they? Will they do that? That's like interesting in my opinion. I might just break the rules here and take him, but I want to be as realistic as possible. And I'm going to take Devin Vassell here. I believe he is 6'7", has that little skinny build, but I talked about him, good 3-and-D player. Now let's sim to the next pick. Actually, I might end up should I trade up? I'm going to trade up and get like another pick. So let's see if we could package a pick of like second round or later first round pick and end up trading up to, I would say let's trade with the Heat. Let's see what the Heat want, because I want to try to get as much value and solid pieces as possible for this team moving forward. So where's the Heat? Where's the Heat? Where's the Heat? Come on. Thank you. There's my Heat. All right, let's see. Teams may not trade first round picks in consecutive years. Wow, so I can't trade it again? So yeah, if I wanted to... Oh, wow. Wait, okay, no... Wait, so they just traded their pick. They just traded it. All right, so let's see what the picks are available. Let's see, 5, no, 15. Pelican, okay, so we can. All right, who would be there available at 15? Oh wait, we have the 16th pick though, so that wouldn't be much of a difference. So you're telling me of the 16th pick in the draft. I believe we just traded for that. Didn't we just trade for that? I'm having a slow-mo right now. Gosh, y'all. Clutch B-ball is pretty slow sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. So who would be available there? So let's skip and see who's available. I might end up taking Alexius. That's how you pronounce his name. He's that very raw player that's really capable. He has so much talent. If he goes to the right developmental team, I think he'd be successful. And I like how the Knicks are getting these developmental coaches. I like Walt Perrin, who's a really good scout. What he was able to do getting Donovan Mitchell. I believe he drafted Paul Millsap. He got Gordon Hayward. He got guys like Rudy Gobert. He's really good at like knowing talent. But wait, Killian Hayes is you can't tell me the Knicks went to Killian Hayes is available. Okay, well, we just had the best draft in history right here of the New York Knicks, as we end up getting Devin Vassell and we end up getting Killian Hayes. I think Killian Hayes is a very capable player, fits today's NBA very nicely. He's an underrated athlete, known for his playmaking. He saw certain things overseas you're not going to see in the NBA with certain blitzes. I see some D'Angelo Russell in this game, see some Goran Dragic. I think he's capable of being a good player in the NBA. And then we get a Cassius Stanley, a high flyer. We need some more athleticism. I think we just got a freaking amazing draft right here. I think we got it. We got our point guard of the future. We got an impact right away. Hit a single. Don't swing for the fences. And then we get our Killian Hayes, point guard of the future, at 16. At 16. Wow, I do need to see more consistency from downtown when it comes to real life. But he has a lot of potential in my opinion. And I think the Pistons should draft him. Unless they go with Tyrese. But I think the Hawks might draft Tyrese at the end of the day. But, oh wait. Oh, I almost skipped free agency. Wait, I skipped day 1. Did I skip day... Okay. My guys are not gone though. Like Christian Wood, Bertans is not gone. Wait. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Oh my. Okay, well, we drafted our point guard of the future of Killian Hayes. So you're lucky, Noah, you got bailed out because some people on 2K or the simulation decided to act stupid and have Killian Hayes slip that much. But this is who I wanted at the end of the day. I wanted to get Christian Wood. At the end of the day in real life, I just said at the end of the day for like the millionth time. We need a counter for that. But Christian Wood could space the floor. He's a good rim runner. The most impressive game was against Joel Embiid. His length on the defense side of the basketball. I believe he had his career high of like 31 or 32 points. And for the right price, I would take Christian Wood, but he's probably going to demand a lot of money because he did say he wants to win. So he's either going to get a lot of money or he's going to go to a winning team like the Boston Celtics. But I'm just going to throw the bag at him. We're going to give you a player option. I don't care. This isn't real life, so we're just going to throw you the bag. we're just going to throw you the bag because I am a big believer in Christian Wood. I think he will be a good player. I don't think he's going to stop performing well. And then we're going to get a shooter like Bertans, who literally on like 9 attempts shot over 40% from downtown. And we need players that can complement RJ's game. We can't have like RJ out here being the best three-point shooter in the lineup. We had freaking Elfrid Payton. We had Harkless in that lineup with Julius Randle, Taj Gibson. Like, we need players that can stretch the floor, and we're just going to throw you that bag. But that means the qualifying offers, the player options, oh my gosh, I skipped those. We're just going to end up trading them. I'm just going to hold on to Taj Gibson because it seems more realistic because Thibodeau has experience coaching him with Timberwolves and the Chicago Bulls and that type of thing. But I just think we had a great free agency class, and because most likely we're going to get them. And we just had a steal of draft of Killian Hayes and then Devin Vassell. End up with a Cassius Stanley, high flyer, capable three-point shooter. His handle does need work. But talk about just a great, talented basketball player. And Dotson comes back. Realistically, he won't be back in real life. I heard they're not interested in bringing him back, which sucks. He's a 3-and-D player, fits today's NBA very nicely. When he gets an opportunity, he's a player that thrives, hustles, can knock down the open three ball, just brings a lot of energy. He's not a crazy athletic player, but he's definitely just going to bring a winning attitude. And I love that with Damian Dotson. So we're just going to load up this 2021 draft class. But I'm liking what our future is looking like here for the New York Knicks. And I'm really loving it, y'all. I'm really loving it. But there's Jaleel Okafor, Justice Winslow, two players that have... Well, Justice Winslow's been solid, but Jaleel Okafor, to be fair, he's been a boss, but the NBA did change, like, literally under him to more of spreading it to the outside. Literally, the pick after him, Kristaps Porzingis, was like, yeet, that's not how you play the center position anymore, or that's not how you play the big man position anymore. You gotta knock down those threes from the outside, you feel me? But there are really solid players that could just, like, score inside, but the NBA is really moving to a just, like, shoot outside, bang down low type of league. It's really interesting, but... Alright, let's take a look at this lineup. Alright, I want to trade Kevin Knox. I want to get some value out of him. I heard the Knicks aren't really... They might explore him, or he's not a part of the future. Mitchell Robinson, we're going to hold on to. Julius Randle, we're going to trade. RJ, hold on. Christian Wood, hold on. Elfrid Payton, no. Patrick Mills, or Patty Mills, we're going to hold on to. Killian Hayes, Frank Ntilikina, hold on to. Dennis Smith Jr., not a fan. Frank Ntilikina, at worst, will be a nice role player, playing good defense for us. Knox goes. Dotson... we're going to trade Dotson because it's going to be realistic. Kenny Wooten, we're going to hold on to. He's going to be in the G League anyway. We're just going to try to get his stats up or rating up in the G League. Jared Harper, we just got in real life. And Ignis, I think he's just a guy we drafted to keep RJ happy. But let's see what we can get for Julius Randle and Elfrid Payton. And if we don't see anything good, we'll just try to do them individually. I don't want a Kevin Love not trying to take on a bad contract. I want picks or just like very quality players. And Batum only has one more year left. And we get our small forward of the future. But RJ or Devin Vassell might be playing that 3. But you have to keep in mind, though, we did end up getting Christian Wood. That's probably going to play the 4. And then Bertans might start over him. We'll see what happens. But PJ Washington, 1-year contract, we're probably going to bring back. We get rid of Julius Randle, bad contract. Elfrid Payton, not a point guard of the future. Batum only has 1 more year left. That might be a steal, but let's look at the other offers. Don't want Aaron Gordon. It's high contract. And I'm just not a fan of Aaron Gordon personally. Victor Oladipo. We're trying to, like, keep this realistic. Not trying to make that big time splash. Like, if the Knicks got offered this, I would take this in a heartbeat. I think PJ Washington's very underrated. Very underrated. I don't know why I didn't shoot a lot of threes, but this is a steal in my opinion. That's a steal of a trade, if we're being real here. But let's trade Dennis Smith Jr. Let's trade Kevin Knox. Wait, Damian Dotson was just signed. Well, I want to keep him anyway, so let's just hold on to him. I'm sorry, I broke the rules a little there. But Marcus Smart, 2 years, 27 mil. Robert Williams, I don't want a guy that sleeps through his alarm and misses practice. Rashawn Holmes, nice energy, athletic guy. Harry Giles, I believe he was like #1 player coming out of high school, but he got haunted with injuries, which really sucks. But Holmes had a good year, damn. Okay, Holmes, he had a double-double machine out here. Jalen Brunson, solid point guard. Tim Hardaway Jr., we don't want you back. Lonnie Walker and Luka Zamanic, I'll actually take this. And they're only on 1-year contracts. I'll add the exception. And yeah, it's not bad whatsoever. So, Ignis, we have Jared Harper, Kenny Wu, and Nicholas Batum, whose contract's over in a year. Dotson, Vassell, Frank, Lonnie Walker, Killian Hayes, Patty Mills, Lucas Zamanic, PJ Washington, Christian Wood, RJ, and Mitchell Robinson. This team's very young. But I'll tell you, the future looks bright for this basketball team. Frank is a higher overall right now, but when Killian Hayes develops, he's definitely going to be taking that starting lineup spot from Frank. RJ Batum is going to start for right now, I guess. But Vassell is a higher overall. I might just end up moving him to the 3 and having Batum come off with depth. We'll see what happens with that. I'll adjust these rotations because the minutes obviously are uneven. For now, we're going to have the computer adjust that, but I don't think our roster looks bad, honestly. We have a young team that I think is going to be good in a few years. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't forget. David Fizdale, get out of here. Get out of here, boy. Get out of here. So we're going to try to get, okay, I like this. B plus offense, B plus defense, and wanted to balance coach in. You are the man for that. Oh, I don't want C's all around. I don't want to see that man's ugly face. I want excellence. I want excellence at the end of the day. B contract, C plus trading, D potential. I don't care about potential. What do you produce right now? Jordan Malone, you're all Gucci. The potential, I don't care about. You're producing. Caleb Canales, I'm sorry. You're not a part of this coaching staff anymore. Trent Peterson, that's a steal. Our scouting is good. Devin Thomas, nope, I'm good. Your name is Devin Thomas. So, yeah. Christopher Porter. He's an ugly looking man, but we'll take you anyway. So, I'll catch up with you guys after the season is over. As we finish with a big time improvement, improving to 39 and 43, we're nearly near 500. I'm really excited to see who stepped up for us in this season. As Giannis goes on to win MVP, Rookie of the Year is James Wiseman, Dennis Schroeder wins Sixth Man of the Year once again, Defensive Player of the Year is Kawhi, Frank Ntilikina wins Most Improved Player. Wow. Frank, if this could happen in real life, like, I'll cry tears of joy. The Frenchman. I love this right here. Coach of the Year goes to Brad Stevens. Okay, here's all NBA first teams. You could pause for this if you want. All NBA second team. Porzingis making that. Maybe kind of sad right there. Like, as a Knicks fan, that was amazing. All defensive first team. All defensive second team right here. All rookie first team. It's gonna be really intriguing to see what the stats are coming from with this basketball team of the New York Knicks. As let's see who goes on to win this NBA championship. I'm going to predict, while Cleveland's in it, I'm going to predict the Clippers are going to take it home. Watch them lose in the first round of Minnesota. Minnesota got actually the first seed. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Atlanta's the second seed for whatever reason. They always end up being great. I'll take back those words if they end up being really great next season, this upcoming season, or the season after. We'll have to see what they can do in the draft. But Boston taking on Atlanta might be a sweep. Wow, they're catching up in the series, but Boston takes it. It's Boston and the Warriors as the Celtics nearly sweep them. As Jason Tatum goes on to win Finals MVP. Okay, Jason Tatum, it's insane to see him score the ball at his age. Like, he's such a brawls and just such a crazy arsenal of moves at his age. It's just insane to watch his skill set and just like the barrage of moves he has in his arsenal. But let's see, draft lottery. We're just gonna skip to the draft and see what we're capable of getting. It's not a big time draft or anything, but like, just like, why not? Let's just skip to our user pick. We're gonna get the 10th pick in the draft. As we are gonna draft, don't know any of these players, to be honest with you guys. I know Isaiah Todd. I know Zaire Williams, actually. We're just going to go with this best player available. What position is he, though? What position? Let's see. 6'7", 191 pounds from Kentucky. Shooting guard / small forward. We're going to go best player available, and he'll just come off the bench, I guess. I don't really care about the rest of this draft. Because, like, we recorded with 39 wins, which is like a championship for the Knicks. Rookie signings, we'll just hold on to these guys. Romeo Memes. Oh, not Memes, Weems. We're not going to hold on to you. Team player options, we'll bring back Mitchell Robinson. Obviously, RJ Barrett is going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent, I guess. PJ Washington, I'm bringing back. Well, how'd he do? Wow, he's really efficient. I don't know what his tendency is from downtown. He does not shoot threes. That's insane. Luka Samanic, what'd he do? Wow, he was really solid as well. RJ Barrett. His efficiency went up, shot 38% from downtown. Would like to see him make those free throws, but 27 points per game. Wow. Mitchell Robinson had a good year. Like, what's going on? Is 2K broken? Don't know what's going on, but looks like all these guys are contributing. Like, this game's broken. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's probably because like they're playing 36 minutes. Did the computer really play them 36 minutes? That is insane. That is like insanity. Like honestly, but Frank Ntilikina, how many minutes per game did he? Guys, I apologize. For some reason, the audio did cut out. That's why you didn't see anything after that last clip. But I did realize there was actually a big time glitch in the system, which I'm about to show you. For some reason, all the players that said they were playing 36 minutes a game, even players that literally average 0 points per game. I don't get it whatsoever, but I'm about to show you right now, and I think it's extremely interesting if I go under the coaching game plan. But this is the end of part one. If you really enjoy this type of content, click that subscribe button, smash the like button. I'm a big time Knicks fan. I'm gonna bring you guys a bunch of more NBA content. I don't just do 2K. I give you guys my thoughts on everything going on in the NBA world, conspiracies, a bunch of that type of stuff. But if I go down here to Luka Samanic, right? Unless, watch the glitch go. Wow, the glitch goes away now. Oh, well, it probably only says that now because a new season did start up. But I promise you, it's so weird. I don't know why. It said like everyone was playing 36 minutes. That's why everyone was like averaging so many points. But yeah, it's not going to say that now. It was probably just a glitch for 1 year. But yeah, it doesn't say anyone's playing 36 minutes. But I did adjust that. That's why, I believe. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for more. Click that subscribe button. Smash the like button. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, chill.